It's time to put it in the donate or the sell pile. Loud and clear, I think. Got a lot of blue wash denim jeans going on. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and the second part of me decluttering and organising my capsule wardrobe for spring 2021. Aside from giving your wardrobe a great spring clean, it has the same effect on your mind as well. Tidy rail, tidy mind. Not to mention how much easier it makes creating outfit ideas. So today I'm tackling my denim section, which it has to be said has got a little bit out of hand. I'll be picking out my statement pieces for spring, selecting the coats, jackets and blazers I need for the season ahead, and organising my shoes and handbags to finish. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I am always grateful for anyone who would like to do so. At the end of this video, follow the link in the description box below to find my daily outfit ideas and occasional video over on Instagram. And if you like your daily outfit inspiration short and sharp, I am now also on TikTok. I've only got about 5 followers on there, 2 of which are my children. So if you are on TikTok, I'd be very grateful if you'd like to follow, and hopefully you'll find those videos helpful. Right, I have one very stuffed rail to sort out, so let's get back to it. Decluttering and organising my capsule wardrobe for spring 2021. Okay, this is a section that needs an awful lot of work. We've got a lot of blue wash denim jeans going on. So if you come to a section like I have where you've got an awful lot of the same thing, first of all, I do tend to remind myself that that's okay. That's obviously my uniform and I mix and match those with my tops, my blouses, my shirts and my jumpers. So it's fine to have a uniform. But I would also say another great byproduct of going through this process of making your capsule wardrobe, you realise which are the items that you should be investing in and which should you be saving on. So with me, for instance, it's pretty obvious that I should be saving on my skirts because I don't reach for them very often. Dress is never a bad investment for me. A blazer is always pretty good, and I shouldn't worry about investing on blue wash denim jeans because I wear them all the time. And just going through this process makes it really quite obvious where your investments should be and where you should be saving. So first things first, if I think about trend-wise this spring-summer, it's all about a slightly looser fit, a bit like the fit of these chinos actually. So I'm definitely going to go with the loose fit that I got from Everlane. They actually weren't meant to be such a boyfriend shape, as you will see hopefully in this footage, but I sized up to get that fit, and I would say that's my perfect amount of looseness to do that trend for this season. Which surplus to requirements means I can get rid of this pair that came from Mango. Still slightly loose, but more of a straighter cut. This was a pair I got from COS recently, and I've worn them loads actually. I really love the fit, I feel really comfortable and they're quite flattering at the same time. So I am going to keep those in. So that means I should put the straight crop from Arquette to one side for a bit because I've already ticked that box there. Haven't worn this pair of distressed jeans enough, I think, to warrant keeping them in. So my favourite skinnies are the Slim Parfait that I got from Suzanne. So we've got really loose, sort of loose and straight, skinny. Girlfriend needs that. Don't need those skinnies now. Don't really need this pair, but I love the fit. So it's going to stay for now, but if there's one piece I need to take out when I do a bit of a re-edit, it will be that, maybe. It's at 47 pieces so far, which isn't bad really, considering I definitely have a bigger spring-summer wardrobe than my autumn-winter. I got those out because they are the very tight pair of white jeans I was telling you about in the previous video. I don't actually know if I can even get them on. If I can, I will show you what they look like. But I fear with the lockdown and just getting older and the fact that these are about 20 years old, that they probably don't even go above my knee. Which is a shame because I think they're a lovely pair of jeans and they came from Stella McCartney. Now I'm going to give you all a tip that I equally need to listen to myself. When you come across an item like this that's been in your wardrobe for a very long time, that you really like but it no longer fits you and hasn't fitted you for about 15, possibly 20 years, it's time to put it in the donate or the sell pile. So someone else needs to enjoy them now rather than me. So the premise of a capsule wardrobe is all about breaking things down, giving it a really good edit, to those core pieces you reach for often. You're thinking about the things that you love, you're thinking about all the colors blending nicely together, and then also on top of that, having in mind the trends that are happening any given season. But on top of all of that, I also put in my statement pieces. Something like this, for instance. It's not exactly fitting in tone-wise with the color palette I've got on there, although I have got a good sprinkle of navy. And I wouldn't say it's particularly on trend either, but it is a piece that I love and I've had it for years. But what I love about pieces like this is that it's my personality shining through, loud and clear, I think. I love effortless style with a sprinkle of bohemian chic, and this top for me says all of that. If I had just the perfect color palette and trends on this rail, it can get a little bit boring, and I don't want my wardrobe to be boring. I want it to be interesting, and more importantly, I want it to feel like me. So don't forget about adding those personality pieces in, or statement pieces, because that is what will make your wardrobe really come to life and looks truly like your own personal style. Sorry, postman just arrived with a little package. I think I know what this is. Let me get rid of the rustly noise. So this is from a lovely creator that I got chatting with on Instagram. Her account's called Love, Sweat and Teas, and she makes these very cool organic, sustainable sweatshirts, t-shirts, etc. And she very kindly offered if I would like to choose one. So I went for that, which I think is super cool and very apt for the moment, I would say. One thing I did want to mention is try to not beat yourself up about creating the perfect capsule wardrobe, because perfection is a myth. Just focus on making the most wearable wardrobe you can make. You can add pieces later and you can take some away. It's a lot of trial and error really. But just remember, there is no perfect wardrobe. Perfection is boring anyway. It's the quirks in life that make things interesting. So onto blazers, coats and jackets. As you can see, it's quite a large section, but that should be an easier section when you're coming into spring, because obviously you don't need lots of those big wool coats. So here I have noticed a gap. This jacket has seen better days. However, I really love the color. I think it's really going to work for this spring, summer with all those khaki tones, and I equally like it against all the camel and navy that I have in my capsule wardrobe. So I'm on the hunt for a nice khaki jacket. If anyone's spotted one, do let me know in the comments section. Leather jacket I will keep for spring, possibly summer. So blazer wise, I've got my one that came from the Couples, a nice Prince of Wales check one, plain black. Nice to get out the white one, which I got from Massimo Dutti. That's obviously going to work really nicely on top of lots of those blouses. Blazers I find really handy, particularly for spring. So you don't quite want a winter coat thrown on top of some of these outfits, but it's not quite warm enough to wear a blouse without a coat. So spring is where blazers will really come in handy for me, because I just tend to layer them on top of many of those tops. I'm liking this again. This is really old. It's like a faux suede that I got from Zara, I think. Yeah, Zara Basics. I think it's the colour, and it's got a little bit of a 70s vibe, and it just feels very on trend for this season. So it might be quite nice to rotate this one in, enabling me to take this camel wool coat out. So in the same breath, this one could go into storage until the autumn. I sometimes use those, you know, those removal boxes where you've got, I'm not explaining this very well. They've got a rail at the top and it's a long box. That you use for when you're moving house. We've kept some of those, and they're really handy for storing your winter coats or anything a little bit longer. Denim jacket's always handy. I'm gonna get everything back on this rail now so I can really see what I've got. Down on the floor again and ready to tackle my accessories. And the same rules apply. Does the tone work? Do I love it? Will it go with lots of different outfit ideas? And if it ticks the box of a trend, then happy bonus. So I'm going to start by putting a few pairs of winter boots to one side. That was a lovely pair that Fairfax and Favour sent me. Very much a winter boot, but a really comfy one. I'm not going to put all my boots to one side just yet, because I think ones like these will absolutely work for spring. And what I tend to do is just hold my shoes up against the rail and double check that the tones are all going to work nicely, which they do. Statement pair of shoes, if ever there was one. Love my new Converse that I just got. A hopeful pair of heels for when we're allowed to socialise again. I bought these last spring from Suzanne and wore them a lot actually throughout spring and summer. And I noticed they brought out a new version in a clog style, which sounds awful, but actually they're not. They were really nice. I didn't buy them because I figured, look, I've got this pair that are really, really similar. but just to point it out, you might want to have a look at those because I thought they were quite cool. Another gap in my wardrobe would be this sort of sandal. So quite a low heel, kitten, or just a mid heel, but something a bit more dainty as well. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for something similar to those. But everything's so dusty. Could you hoover, honestly? They are a nice pair of slingbacks I got in sale at Mango. I like them. I'm not sure if I actually like this pair of shoes anymore. This was a pair that I bought from H&M. I watched it back on camera and I thought, do they look a little bit cheap? I'll put these in for now, preempting that they'll be headed for the bin, which is probably where they need to go until those new ones arrive. Okay, I think that's a good selection of shoes with the ones that I'm wearing. I mean, really, the one I probably could take out, which doesn't go with a lot of outfits, is those, but I love them and I'm going to keep them in, and I'm going to try and find more things to wear them with. I generally keep all my handbags in my capsule wardrobe on any given season. So the addition in spring summer would be things like this, a nice canvas bag, which I'm ever hopeful of taking to the beach sometime soon. And then I've got a lovely straw bag, so I just add those in and take those away when it comes to autumn winter. All my other lovely bags, like my nice Pelen, I've got the Numero set there, Le Cabas there. I just keep those all year round because I tend to use these on rotation depending on what outfit I'm wearing. I don't have such a massive selection of handbags that I need to put some away for winter. So I tend to keep the same ones on rotation for all these outfits. I love the colour palette. I think I've ticked lots of trend boxes there. And I've also managed to spot where there's a couple of gaps and where I need to invest. I feel organised and calm and excited actually about spring. I'm ready to start making some new outfits with a whole new capsule wardrobe. I do really hope you found this video helpful and I've inspired you to try building your own capsule wardrobe for this spring 2021. And I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Maybe you're a fan of making a capsule wardrobe and you equally do it every single season, or maybe you're a total newbie to all of this and hopefully I've inspired you to give it a go. It's always really, really lovely to hear from you. Thank you again for watching. Hopefully you will join me back here same time next week for lots more outfit ideas and inspiration. Have a good week. See you then.